So everyone, welcome. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for being here. If you like and if you feel comfortable, please turn on your videos ताकि हम सब एक दूसरे को देख सकें, एक दूसरे की तरफ स्माइल कर सकें, so we can really see and smile, see the goddess in each of us. Yes, even the men, the goddess in you too. Thank you for being here. So welcome to the Devi Mind Circle. Before we begin, just inviting you to get comfortable. This time is for you to be in circle, in community with all of us around the world. So एकदम आराम से कोई ऐसी जगह बनाएं अपने लिए जहाँ you feel comfortable, एकदम आराम से आप बैठ सकते हैं, इन सब से connect कर सकते हैं. So before we begin again, अपने दोनों हाथ अंजलि मुद्रा में, bringing your mind, body and soul together in unification and bowing your head down. This is our ego bowing to the divine goddess Saraswati. And just taking a few moments here to invite Saraswati, the blessings of Saraswati, and all the Devis, and the Buddha, and the Bodhisattva of compassion, Avalokiteshvara, and all our ancestors, inviting the blessings of the ancestors because of which we are here today. And receiving the sounds of these bells as an invitation to return within to our deepest wisdom, love, compassion. And with the blessings of Saraswati and all the divine beings, may our practice today be for our benefit and for the benefit of all beings. So good to see everyone. Everyone's smiling faces. So कल हमने बुद्धा की टीचिंग्स पे ध्यान दिया था So there were 3 mindfulness teachings of the Buddha that we practiced yesterday. Does anyone remember the 3? There was Samadhi, Pragya, and Sila. Yes. And isi tarah se we are able to bring the benefits of this practice into all of our lives. So जो हम शांति समाधि से पाते हैं, मंत्र के जाप से पाते हैं, तो उसको अपनी पूरी जिंदगी में कैसे इंटीग्रेट करना है, कैसे मिलाना है. तो उसी के लिए जो कल टीचिंग्स थी वो थी समाधि. फिर उसके बाद जब हमारा दिमाग शांत हो जाता है तो कैसे हमने वो जगह बनानी है अपने दिमाग में, अपने दिल में, जिससे हम सरस्वती या जिसको भी आप मानते हैं, जो आपके अंदर जो ज्ञान है, जो प्रज्ञा है, वो जाग जाए. सो इसीलिए थोड़े मिनटों के लिए जब हम जाप करते हैं, मेडिटेशन करते हैं, उसके बाद we just stop and we listen. We listen within कि क्या हमारे अंदर उठ रहा है. What are our deepest intentions? Each one of us here has unique gifts जिसके साथ हम पैदा हुए हैं. हम सब के अंदर unique gifts हैं. मगर हम लोग इतना distracted हो जाते हैं बाहर की दुनिया में कि we forget to look within. कि हमें भगवान ने क्या क्या शक्तियाँ दी हैं, क्या क्या स्पेशल गिफ्ट्स दिए हैं, जिसको हम दूसरों के साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. चाहे आप PhD प्रोग्राम में हैं, चाहे आप पेरेंट हैं, या ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हैं, या हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ हैं. हम जो भी रोल्स खेलते हैं इस लाइफ में, we bring our uniqueness into that. And that is only possible when we stay connected. When we are connected with our true, authentic self. And we are not distracted कि हमें ऐसे लगना चाहिए. ठीक है, we should look nice, we should, there's nothing wrong in that. But ये नहीं कि सारा time we are just lost in the dunya and the sansar. And the other thing that we touched on yesterday is कि as long as we are alive, there will be suffering. That was Buddha's first noble truth. बुद्धा का सबसे पहले जो ज्ञान था कि जब तक हम जी रहे हैं, हमारी लाइफ में दुख तो होएगा ही होगा. Right? We are all going to get sick at some time. वो तो हमने देखा ही अभी कोविड की वजह से कितना असर पड़ा था. कई लोगों के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा असर पड़ा है. And it was very hard and very difficult. So we saw that, right? And we also saw कि हम लोग किस तरह से connected है, कहाँ चाइना में वो शुरू हुआ और कैसे पूरे वर्ल्ड में वो फैल गया. So that shows to us the COVID came as a teacher. I'm sorry if you lost anyone or if it caused a lot of pain. There was that. But we can also see there's another way of looking at this, that जो COVID था, it came as a teacher कि हम लोग जो इस तरह से जी रहे हैं, एकदम disconnected, अपने अंदर busy हैं, and हम भूल जाते हैं कि हम लोग किस तरह से एक community है, पूरा world. हमने ये जो differences बनाए हुए हैं, ये चाइना है, ये इंडिया है, ये पाकिस्तान है, ये अमेरिका है, these are all man-made differences, right? So what the COVID taught us, वो टीचर की तरह आया, जो कोविड जो बीमारी आई थी, कि हम लोग सब, चाहे हम बहुत दूर हो, मगर हम फिर भी जुड़े हुए हैं. और हमें किस तरह से ये कंपैशन अपने अंदर, ये करुणा की जो भावना है, किस तरह से जगानी है. क्योंकि जब तक करुणा नहीं जागेगी हमारे अंदर, हम कभी भी सुखी नहीं रह सकते. और उसकी एक वजह है, सबसे बड़ी वजह ये है कि जब तक we cannot see the suffering in our own selves, we can never be free from suffering. That's the irony. तो जो भी अगर दर्द है, पेन है, मुश्किल है, जब ये सब मुश्किलें उठती हैं, हमारा क्या रिएक्शन होता है नॉर्मली? रिएक्शन यही होता है कि जल्दी से उसको मतलब ख़त्म करें, दूर करें, पुश करें, राइट? We don't want suffering in our lives. We want it to go away. We want to fix it. फटाफट. एंड जितना हम उसको पुश कर रहे हैं उतना ही हम अपने आप से डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं. सो what mindfulness also requires is compassion. So प्रज्ञा के साथ साथ हमें करुणा को भी मिलाना है. और उसका ये मतलब होता है कि जब सबसे पहले हमें अंदर देखना है कि हमारे अंदर क्या दुख हैं, क्या मुश्किलें हैं, एंड उसको कैसे प्यार से देखना है, किस तरह से कंपैशन के साथ. वी हैव टू एम्ब्रेस आवर ओन सफरिंग. जब हमारे किसी चाहे हमारा बच्चा हो या पेरेंट्स हो, जब उनको कोई दुख होता है, हम क्या उनको पुश करते हैं क्या? वी से ओ दिस इज टू सैड. डू वी पुश देम अवे? नो. We embrace them, right? Even if there's nothing to say, जब हमारे दिमाग में कोई solution भी नहीं होता, हम क्या करते हैं? बस हम embrace, एकदम जैसे प्यार से गले लगा लेते हैं, right? अपने बच्चों को, अपने पेरेंट्स को, अपने loved ones को. तो उसी तरह से हमने सीखना है कि जो हमारे अंदर जो दुख हैं, चाहे दर्द है, चाहे दुख है, उसको किस तरह से हमने गले लगाना है, एकदम प्यार से. अब अभी भी ट्राई करें. Let's all hug ourselves. Let's give ourselves a hug. Let's take a moment and really hug yourself. एकदम unconditional love के साथ, प्यार के साथ. So, आज का फोकस यही रहेगा कि कंपैशन, सबसे पहले अपने लिए कंपैशन कैसे जगाना है. एंड कंपैशन इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम सिंपैथी. सिंपैथी होती है कि हमें अफसोस हो रहा है किसी के लिए. उसमें क्या होता है कि हम दूर रहते हैं, लाइक वी आर लाइक फ्रॉम फार, वी लाइक ओ सो सॉरी यू आर गोइंग थ्रू दैट, राइट? कंपैशन का मतलब होता है कि अंदर से हमें वो फीलिंग उठती है. जैसे मैंने बताया, if your child falls, you don't say I should feel bad for you or I'm so sorry for you. ऑटोमेटिकली आपके अंदर वो दर्द उठता है और आप अपना हाथ बढ़ाते हैं हेल्प करने के लिए, राइट? There's a motivation, automatic, natural motivation to help the ones we love, and that's compassion. तो करुणा हमारे अंदर ऑलरेडी है और उसको अब हमने डेवलप करना है अपने लिए. सबसे पहले कि जब हमारे अंदर मुश्किल होती है तो किस तरह से वी हैव टू नोटिस, पहले उसको देखना है, उसको फील, महसूस करना है एकदम. वी डोंट वांट टू पुश इट अवे, वी वांट टू रियली फील इट एंड देन एम्ब्रेस इट, राइट? एंड जब हम इस तरह से एम्ब्रेस करते हैं, उसको पुश नहीं करते, तो उसमें एक शक्ति बनती है हमारे अंदर. हमारे अंदर जो शक्ति ऑलरेडी है वो आगे उठ के it transforms the suffering. So that's the whole secret here, कि when we turn towards our suffering with love, with compassion, with wisdom, and with that trust that we are not alone, हम कभी भी अकेले नहीं हैं. सरस्वती, देवी, सारी देवियां, देवास, जिसको भी आप मानते हैं, वो आपके साथ है. तो इस turning in and in this embrace, we're able to connect with the healing power and energy of Saraswati and all the teachers, right? And then we will notice that the transformation happens. And once we're able to really touch the suffering in us, फिर हम दूसरों की सफरिंग भी देख सकते हैं. नॉट ओनली द वंस वी लव, मगर जो दुश्मन भी होंगे हम उन्हें दुश्मन की तरह नहीं देखते. फिर हम समझते हैं कि हाँ, उनके क्या हालात रहे जिसकी वजह से उनके दिमाग में ऐसी बातें आई. तो हमें अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है. वी डेवलप एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग even for others' suffering. that if they are behaving in a way that is not kind, we don't have to agree with them, we don't have to tolerate it, but we can still have empathy, we can still have compassion. Okay, they must be also suffering, right? So, but first we have to turn inwards to really feel our own suffering and embrace that suffering and bring compassion. So we're going to do some practices today how to evoke this compassion, because कई बार बहुत मुश्किल होता है, कई लोगों के लिए आसान होता है. They are very comfortable in being kind to themselves, in extending compassion to themselves, but they find it difficult to be compassionate toward other people. But ज़्यादातर मैंने देखा है, especially women, they are very good at being nurturing, compassionate towards others, मगर फिर हम अपना नहीं सोचते कि what are my needs, and it's not कि एक है या दूसरा है, like it's not like they're competing, because they're interconnected. If I am happy, only then can I make the people around me happy, right? But if I am dissatisfied with my life, I can try to be happy. I can try to take care of my children, my work, my husband, but they will feel it, that my heart is not there and I'm sad, right? So we have to first learn to really pay attention to our own needs, our own gifts. What were we born to share in this world with? So let's practice today. And there is a beautiful teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh, wo ek Vietnamese Buddhist monk the. And so he has a beautiful compassionate mantra. So this is a mantra to evoke compassion, feelings of compassion. You know how we did the Gayatri mantra, and then we did the Nila Saraswati mantra, which was to evoke wisdom and focus, strength, courage. Today we're going to practice compassion with the Namo Avalokiteshvara's mantra. So we'll start with that. And then usmina, there are 3 times they repeat. Each mantra, the line Namo Avalokiteshvara is repeated 3 times. जो पहली दफा है वो अपनी तरफ है. So just keep that intention. Like you can either place both your hands on your chest, on your heart. So that is really inviting the Bodhisattva. Avalokiteshvara the, he was the Bodhisattva of compassion. So हमारे अंदर हैं वो. So we are evoking that within us for ourselves, right? That's the first time. The second repetition जो है, that is for the people around us. So if you want, you can do this mudra or any other mudra जो आपको natural लगता है. But what I learned from the teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, and he would do this one with the index finger and your thumb, and the other hand can be just palms facing up, downwards. So with that, when we're doing the second line, we're extending that compassion to the people around us, right? And this helps us stay concentrated on the mantra. क्योंकि आपका दिमाग इधर उधर जरूर जाएगा, ये boring हो रहा है, कितनी दफा होएगा, कब खत्म होएगा. So we will have all these different thoughts. तो इससे इस मुद्रा से क्या होता है? You stay balanced and you stay connected. And then the last one, we're going to just turn it outwards. So that's towards all beings. The third repetition is going to be towards all beings. So अब अपने आप देख लीजिए कि आपको क्या लगता है, but the intention उसकी ये रहेगी जो third repetition है कि this is going out into the world. ठीक है? So this is going out into the world. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do it for 5 minutes. उसके बाद, sweetie, I'll tell you when to start. 1 minute और. So we'll start with the chanting जिससे हमारा दिमाग शांत होता है. And then उसके बाद जब हमारा दिमाग और एकदम we're connected with compassion energy, फिर उसके बाद we're going to do a meditation practice. It's for karuna, and it's a metta practice, actually a loving kindness practice, जिसमें we will send loving kindness wishes to ourselves, to our loved ones, and we'll keep expanding it. So इससे क्या होता है, जो हम सोचते हैं वही हमारी सोच बन जाती है. Right? So the more we repeat loving kindness wishes, that becomes a habit of the mind. So that's what we're cultivating here, right? So through the repetition of these phrases, साइलेंटली मैं तो जोर से बोलूंगी, बट आप अपने दिमाग में साइलेंटली वो फ्रेजेस बोलेंगे बार बार, एंड उससे वी आर ओरिएंटिंग एंड स्ट्रेंथनिंग द एबिलिटी फॉर कंपैशन इन अस. ठीक है? So that will be today's, at least the first part of our practice together. So let us start, and let's do it for about 5 minutes or 10. Let's say, let's do it for five minutes. And it's the first one. So again, coming to a comfortable posture.
I'm sorry, you're unmuted.
Thank you, sweetie. So placing one hand or both hands on your chest, on your heart, just allowing the blessings of Saraswati and Avalokiteshvara to transform all our karmic pain, to dissolve our karmic pain into love and compassion. So just staying with the vibrations of the mantra. May the great Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara dissolve our karmic suffering and the suffering of all our ancestors and their karmic essence that we may be carrying. So may it all be dissolved into love, into compassion. So making space in your mind and your hearts for this transformation to happen. Any fears you may be carrying from your childhood, or you may have inherited from your ancestors, may all your fears be dissolved into love, wisdom, compassion. May you find the peace within you. It is already within you. And with keeping in mind in your heart the blessings of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, we're gonna do a little practice in Karuna. This is starting with yourself, inviting these loving kindness wishes for yourself. May I be happy. मैं सदा ही खुश रहूं. It's really allowing those deepest wishes to be felt and experienced all the way in every cell of your body, in your soul. मैं सदा ही खुश रहूं. May I always be happy. May I be healthy. in my mind, my heart, my body. May it release any pain I'm carrying in my heart, in my mind, and my body. मैं सदा ही हेल्दी रहूं, मैं शरीर में, दिमाग में, दिल में मैं हमेशा ही हेल्दी रहूं. May I have the awareness to be free from suffering. मुझ में इतना ज्ञान और प्रज्ञा हो कि सारी मुश्किलें डिसॉल्व हो जाएं, कि मैं मुक्त हो जाऊं सारी मुश्किलों से. May I have the awareness, the wisdom to be free from all suffering. May I live with ease. मैं सदा ही शांति से रह सकूं. Really allowing yourself to feel that peace, that ease within you, which is your true nature. इसी करुणा की भावना से हम किसी व्यक्ति को जिसे आप प्यार करते हैं वो दिमाग में लाएंगे और ये करुणा की भावनाएं उनके लिए भेजेंगे. So now inviting someone that you love, could be your child, a parent, a partner. So just seeing that person very clearly in your mind's eye and extending loving kindness wishes to this person. So may you always be happy. आप सदा ही खुश रहें. May you always be healthy. आप सदा ही healthy रहें, सुरक्षित रहें. May you have the awareness and wisdom to be free from all suffering. आप में इतना आत्मा ज्ञान जागे कि आप सारी सफरिंग से मुक्त हो जाएं, सारी अड़चनों से मुक्त हो जाएं. May you live with ease. So even if these words do not resonate or you can't hear them, just find your own words. It's not even words, just your own deepest aspirations of loving kindness, of karuna, for yourself, for the people you love. we're going to extend loving kindness to someone who's neutral. So this could be a neighbor, someone you work with, someone you don't really think about too much. Could be someone who helps you, works for you. सब अब दिमाग में लाएंगे कोई न्यूट्रल बंदे को जिसके बारे में आप ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते, जैसे कि जो आपके लिए काम करते हों या आपके नेबर पड़ोसी हों. कोई ऐसे न्यूट्रल बंदे को दिमाग में लाएंगे. So now we're slowly cultivating that karuna bhavna towards other people. So thinking of that one person and extending loving kindness. May you always be happy. आप सदा ही खुश रहें. May you always be healthy. आप सदा ही सुरक्षित रहें, healthy रहें. May you have the awareness to be free from suffering. आप में इतना आत्मज्ञान जागे कि आप सारी मुश्किलों से मुक्त हो जाएं. May you live with ease. आप हमेशा शांति से रहें. And now we're going to send compassion wishes to someone with whom you have a difficulty, with whom you've had a challenge or a problem. So inviting one person to your mind and still staying connected. जो महान bodhisattva अवलोकितेश्वरा है, he doesn't discriminate between anyone. He extends his karuna, his compassion, his healing towards all beings. So may we also cultivate the capacity for understanding and compassion towards all. So bringing to mind someone you have a difficulty with. अब एक ऐसे बंदे को दिमाग में लाएं जिससे आपको कोई मुश्किल हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, कोई चैलेंज हो, और उनकी तरफ भी आप ये जो मेत्ता भावना है, करुणा भावना है, उनके लिए भी जागें और एक्सटेंड करें ये लविंग काइंडनेस विशेस. May you always be happy. आप सदा ही खुश रहें. May you always be healthy. आप सदा ही सुरक्षित रहें, healthy रहें. May you have the awareness to be free from suffering. आप में इतना ज्ञान, आत्मज्ञान जागे कि आप सारी मुश्किलों से मुक्त हो जाएं. May you live with ease. आप सदा ही शांति से, शांतिपूर्वक रहें. And now bringing to mind this whole Devi circle of all the teachers, of all the helpers in the Devi team, of the creator of this Devi Mind, Devi Circle, Anandaji, and all beings beyond the circle, all living beings, extending loving kindness to all of us. May we all be happy. हम सभी सदा ही खुश रहें. May we all be healthy in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies. हम सब सदा ही healthy, सुरक्षित रहें. अपने दिमाग से, शरीर से, दिल से. May we all have the greatest of wisdom that lives within us. May it always guide us to be free from suffering. हम सदा ही इस आत्मज्ञान प्रज्ञा से जुड़े रहें जो हमें मुक्त करता है सारी मुश्किलों से. May we all live with ease. हम सब सदा ही शांतिपूर्वक रहें. And receiving the sounds of the bells to allow for all our karmic suffering to be dissolved by the great Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. So making space in your mind, heart, body, and your soul to allow for the healing and for the transformation of all our suffering. Just for a few minutes, allowing space for the transformation, for the dissolving of all suffering to happen. Just staying with the silence and the metta bhavna, the karuna bhavna in your heart. कुछ मिनटों के लिए हम बस इस करुणा भावना, मेत्ता भावना के साथ बैठेंगे ताकि जितनी भी हमारे अंदर कार्मिक दुख हैं, सफरिंग है, वो डिसॉल्व हो जाए. So we are not grasping, we are not pushing, we're not striving. We're just sitting, embracing ourselves and holding ourselves with compassion. And in a few moments, I'll be ringing the bells to transition. And even though we are ending this practice in this way, may we carry forward this karuna, this great compassion, this great capacity for unconditional love and compassion into all our actions and interactions. सिर्फ थोड़ी देर में मैं घंटी बजा के हम ये प्रैक्टिस समाप्त करेंगे. अगर हम ख़त्म भी कर रहे हैं मगर अपनी ये करुणा भावना हर एक्शन और इंटरैक्शन लोगों के साथ जो मिलते हैं, ये हर एक्शन इंटरैक्शन में हम ये करुणा भावना लेके जाएंगे अपने साथ. I'm so enjoying the quiet. I can feel the love, the silence, the wisdom in this group right now so much. It's so palpable. I hope you can feel it too. So this practice, this compassion is sometimes we think it makes us soft. Compassion is something very soft. And yet compassion is Shakti. This is the real power that transforms all suffering. So how can we integrate now this practice of compassion, right? So सबसे पहले हम किस तरह से इस करुणा भावना को अपनी जिंदगी में इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं. So सबसे पहले है लिसनिंग. और वही कहा जाता है कि जो बोधिसत्वा अवलोकितेश्वर थे वो हैं, वो कहा जाता है ही इज अ लिसनर. वो बड़े ध्यान से सुनते हैं. जो हमारे जो दर्द है, हमारी सफरिंग है, वो सुन सकते हैं. और ये बोधिसत्वा हमारे अंदर है ना. तो हमें ये याद रखना है कि किस तरह से हम भी लोगों को सुनते हैं. So this Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva is a great listener. He listens deeply to the suffering in all human beings and to their deepest aspirations. And this Bodhisattva is within us. So the invitation is, how can we listen with compassion? Right? When we're listening, sometimes we get impatient. We disrupt, we interrupt people. We say, हाँ मेरे साथ भी ऐसे ही हुआ था. Yeah. So we interrupt. You know, someone is sharing something really deep and we're like, oh yeah, that happened to me also. You know, so we kind of interrupt people with our story, and we don't make that space to really listen to the experience of this other human being. So this is what we're going to be practicing, is that compassionate listening. to really listen with your heart, not just with your ears, not just with your mind. कि हाँ ये सही बोल रहा है, गलत बोल रहा है, ये क्या बोल रहा है, you know, that is the judging mind. When we're always judging, oh, what is he saying? What is she saying? I don't agree. Oh my God, so stupid. So we have this very judging kind of mind, which is natural. We all have it. And now we are transforming that habit of judgment into understanding, into compassion. And it all is just a habit, it's just a practice. So the more we practice this, the more it starts becoming our nature. It is our nature, but we've forgotten it. So now we're going to remember. Yes, we will share the name of the Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. So we will share that later, okay? So yes, we're going to practice mindful, compassionate listening. And that means we're listening with the heart. There's patience in that. We're not in a hurry. We're not like, yeah, like hurry up kind of a thing, right? We're really listening with an open heart, with patience, with curiosity. Like, what might this person be going through? Instead of judging, we're bringing curiosity. And we're making space for transformation. Sometimes, you know, someone comes to you with a problem and we think with our minds, we think that we're going to find a solution, we're going to fix it for them. And the real transformation and healing happens not in our heads, but it happens in our very being, through our wisdom, through karuna, through compassion. So in those moments, we can remind ourselves to, you know, that the mind will start fixing and will try to solve, but we can just remind ourselves by putting our hands on our heart if you want, doing one of the mudras. You know, remember yesterday we did the mudra with the 4 fingers on the heart and the thumb up. So you can do that. You can do, you know, like bringing to your, so that's a way to stay connected with the deepest wisdom and karuna within you. And so from there, you're going to listen and then see what happens. Make space for new insight, wisdom to come. Don't force it. Just wait, listen, and see what happens. So I want to take an opportunity right now to listen to a few people, and we're all going to bring that compassionate listening as people speak, right? And the people who are speaking also, I want to invite you to speak from that place of connection. So what is mindful speaking? What is the way that Saraswati speaks to us, right? Just remember that if Saraswati was speaking to you, which she is, how does she speak? Is she like in a hurry? She's like, you know, that happened and right? No. When she's speaking, there's calmness, there's connection, there's kindness. So even when you're speaking, we can practice that together. How can we speak in a way that is spacious, that's connected to our truth, our living truth in this moment? Even if it's a problem, even if we're confused and we don't know what the answer is, there is still that trust that just by voicing that problem, just by giving words to that problem, we are trusting that the universe, that Saraswati, that the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara is going to guide us to the answers. So that's the way that we're going to be practicing. और अब हम ये प्रैक्टिस करेंगे माइंडफुल लिसनिंग कैसे हम सुनते हैं करुणा के साथ. इसमें कोई जल्दीबाजी नहीं है, इसमें कोई जजमेंट नहीं है. जब हम सुनेंगे तो पूरे दिल से और ट्रस्ट से सुन रहे हैं. और जब हम बोलते भी हैं तो पूरे अपनी जो हमारी ट्रूथ है उसके साथ हम बोल रहे हैं. कोई जल्दी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. जिस तरह से सरस्वती हमारे से बोलती हैं, उसी तरह से हम भी ये प्रैक्टिस करेंगे अभी. So if anyone has any questions, let's all practice mindful speaking. No pressure, just stay connected and speak your truth without any hurry. And the people who are listening, we're going to listen with an open heart and make space for transformation to happen. All right? All right, so Geetika ji, did you want to say something?
Very good evening, ma'am. Deep gratitude to you. Thank you. Very, very beautiful session you had conducted, and very deep gratitude once more. I would like to ask a question. Like, we have a very good friend circles, and sometimes they have a personal issues. So as a friend, like a females, they come and they share with each other. Like, I have issues with my husband, I have issues with my mother-in-law, or any persons.
Mm-hmm.
So as I heard, there is a lots of karmic patterns comes through that as we listen to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And today we practiced the compassionate. We should be the very good listener. I am trying to be that. So when
Mm-hmm.
I am listening to someone else, the pain and the suffering, will I be getting that karma as I heard? So, ma'am, how would I connect to this? This is my question to you. Thank you, ma'am.
So you, if I heard you correctly, you're saying that by being a good listener with karuna and compassion when you're listening to other people's problems, that will you take on their karma? Is that the
Yes,
question?
yes, yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
yeah, no, there is no, by listening to other people's karma, you are only actually, they're helping you resolve some of your karma because you're getting an opportunity to support them. So every time that you are extending compassion, loving kindness, wisdom, and you are getting an opportunity to transform some of your karma from the past. So in a way, they're giving you a gift. So, but sometimes when people tell us their problems and then we judge them or we say like "Ye kya, fir phas gaye," like, so if we have those thoughts, then we are building a karma. We're creating negative karma rather, right? Like, because then we're creating more seeds of agitation, judgment, and karma is that, right? Like, the more you're thinking or doing words or saying things which are creating negative energy, you won't feel good either, right? The consequences of that, if you are not, if you're judging other people, is that you will not feel good. And so you're suffering from that, and it's creating negative karma for you. But if you are listening with compassion, without judgment, with unconditional love, and trusting that Saraswati or the divine beings through you are going to, even maybe just by being there for them, just by listening to them, you're already helping them. You don't have to solve the problem necessarily for them, but just your being present for them is going to help in some way. It's going to help them, and it will help you also.
Can you elaborate a little bit how it will help me by being a good listener? Of course, that is a very good trait, and I'm
Yes,
practicing it more and more.
right.
So, how do I improve that?
So how that also benefits you is because we have our own karmic patterns of how we react to things in the past. Like when there's comfort, when there are good things, we want that, right? Like we're like, yes, all right, like we want more happiness, more. But when someone comes maybe with sad news or suffering, we don't, maybe sometimes we don't want to, automatically help. And so that is our attachment to comfort. So we are getting this opportunity to dissolve, transform our attachment to comfort, to good things, and again, touch that deep suffering within ourselves so that we can then extend that karuna bhavna to the other person. Also, it's giving an opportunity to see where are you, आप कहाँ पे अभी भी Jhakre up. Where are you stuck? What is stopping you from naturally feeling that karuna, that compassion for that person, right? So they're giving
तो
you an
कैसे
opportunity
मालूम
to
पड़ेगा?
practice compassion.
तो कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा like where I am stuck and I need to progress from there? How would I understand that? How would I understand it?
How will you know that is like when
Yeah.
when someone is speaking with you and you feel ease and compassionate naturally, that is when you know your compassion. When you get a thought, oh, I should be more, the word should, when the word should comes in your mind, that I should feel compassion, but you're not feeling it. There's nothing bad in that. It's not a wrong thing. It's just an opportunity for you to see, okay, there's something in me that's still closed, that's not allowing me to naturally feel the love and compassion for this person. So, what is stopping me from feeling this connection with this other human being? Like right now, we're all strangers, right? We've never met, except we met 2 days ago. So we're not completely strangers today, but we've built that sense of community, right? Like we're listening to each other. Why should anyone else be concerned about your question? But because we've built that connection with each other, so we're naturally now starting to feel empathy and connection with each other. So that's what we're starting to build towards all beings.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Deep gratitude. Once again, deep gratitude.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Does anyone else have a question about compassion? Purnima.
Yeah, my deepest gratitude, Shalini ma'am. The workshop, I'm from Hyderabad, and since 2 days, I'm just the experience is very intense and powerful. One question I have is that, like yesterday, when you were guiding us through release of few emotions or which are bothering throughout our body or even in emotional sense. So there was one issue personally which I'm facing since 3-4 years. That is a legal issue, court issue, which I'm involved in without my fault. So that issue, that intent I have placed on and I have released that emotion, asking Saraswati Ma to guide me through this and release me from this suffering. So, and unexpectedly today, police came to my place without my notice and without unknowingly, and they came with the warrant. And but somehow, my father was there, and they were asking my neighbors whether I'm there or not. Somehow I could manage, and I called up lawyer and all. He said there was a delay and shift of building, so legal cases were postponed. So nothing to worry. Just hold on till Monday. Everything will be fine. We can recall the case. Okay. So I'm just not understanding what it is guiding. Like yesterday, when the intention was placed, when we were on that space, I just asked Saraswati Ma to release that from that suffering without any pain or any in a smooth way. So just today this happened. So I'm just not getting what it exactly meant or what it is going to guide me or what she's meant to. Yeah, that's what my question.
Right. Now, that's a very good question, Purnima. What does it mean that when we are connecting with Saraswati and our deepest intention, Sankalpa, is to transform the suffering? And so, one of the things that we are dissolving is our disconnect. So when we're in the middle of difficulty, we lose that connection with the divine wisdom and pragya, the understanding, right? Because our mind gets hijacked by emotions and all. So one thing we're practicing through this is to keep that connection with Saraswati alive, even when the police comes, even when there's difficulty. I know it's hard to do that.
Yes.
Of course, it's hard. But the invitation is that we are staying connected. And by connected, what it means is that we keep our mind and heart calm so that then you can think clearly, like why this is happening to you, even though it's not your fault. We don't know. There is karma, there's all past karma, and we really don't know what the answers are to that. But what you do have in your control is this ability to calm your mind and open your heart to Saraswati for guidance. And so, like, maybe, the neighbors asking them, or like reaching out to the lawyer, like who, and then even trusting, like you can ask, is this lawyer the right lawyer for me? Or like, these are the questions that where you can ask Saraswati for guidance, so that you're surrounding yourself by people who also have integrity and who can really be there for you. So you have to find those people who are, who, like your parents and your lawyers and all of that. That inner circle has to be of people who have integrity and who can help you. So that's what we're really asking for when we do these practices, is that may we have that deep understanding. Like I will share a personal story, and I hope that that's of benefit to everyone here. So like I had mentioned yesterday that, my son and I have moved from place to place because of my first divorce. And for a long time, and I'm also like, it brings tears to my eyes to think that, but it's not out of sadness, it's really out of understanding now. So there was a question in my heart always that, what did my son do? Like, because of my bad decisions, my son did not have a father growing up. And it really caused me a lot of sorrow. And so I was meditating and asking Saraswati for guidance, like, why did my son not get a father because of my bad decisions? And I was given the message that you are experiencing, you asked for this life to experience what you did to others in a different lifetime. And basically, in that moment, I had that understanding without knowing the specific, but I had an understanding that I am cultivating compassion and karuna because in a different lifetime, I had hurt somebody else, because of which they had to go from place to place. And now I am experiencing that myself, so I have compassion. So suffering is what creates compassion in us, if we allow it to. So when something bad happens to us and we ask for guidance, like, what is going on? Can you help me understand? Then I had understanding, right? That, okay. And in that moment, I asked for forgiveness from all those people that had hurt before and in this lifetime, without awareness. So that was part, I felt like something dissolved in that karma that I had built of harming somebody else, because I saw that in myself and I asked for forgiveness with a pure heart, right? So that helped to dissolve some of that karma, and slowly things, have started opening up, and now we finally have a beautiful life, and he has a beautiful father. And so that's what we have to trust, that if we have been given certain circumstances, certain challenges, what is that challenge inviting us to do? Because all of these challenges that come, it's not a bad thing, right? The challenges are there because we have to either learn or transform through them.
Okay.
I hope that helps, Purnima. I know I'm so sorry you're going through this, but I hope that through this wisdom we're practicing, that you will continue to meditate on Saraswati, and the Nila Saraswati mantra is really powerful. The Gayatri mantra is really powerful. Just chanting on that and then asking for clarity.
Sure, ma'am. Actually, like over the years, when I was trying to meditate, I found that like it was my karmic patterns which without even my mistake I was involved in this, and I've suffered a lot. But now at I'm peace. Yesterday when I wanted to release that for all the I mean or for self, and go in the next level, I mean reach out to the next levels of my other areas of life, that intent was coming, and I just asked Saraswati ji, and that's how it happened. Today this happened, so I just uh, though with yesterday's wisdom or yesterday's sharing, I was just since morning I was just chanting Gayatri mantra, and I was trying to stay connected with Saraswati Maji without not letting my inner peace go. But still it's haunting me, how can I face tomorrow till Monday? It's
Right.
yeah.
So trust, and that's the way we transform our karma. What's happening now because of your past is happening now, but how you're responding to it, if you continue to have that trust in the goodness, in the wisdom of Saraswati, and just continue with that trust, things are happening, but you're not reacting back. What happens is when something bad happens and then we get reactive and we lose that trust in the divine goddess, so we lose that we're disconnected. So now we're creating new karma because we're reacting, and that reaction is basically creating more confusion, doubt, and all of that, right? So that leads to, not when you're confused and doubtful, you're not going to have good action, you're not going to make the best decision. So then the consequences of that are also bad. So you kind of stay stuck in that karmic cycle. But when bad things happen, and we don't know why they're happening sometimes, right?
Yes.
When they happen and we stay connected and we stay calm, okay, what do I need to do in this situation? Please guide me. And then you're able to, even in the difficulty, you're able to take good actions to the best of your ability. And that way you're transforming some of that karma into hopefully something positive. But have patience and trust.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your
ma'am.
question. Taking a deep breath. So we make little space for the next question. And Prachi, did you want to go next?
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. So, ma'am, I have this question. I'm good at listening, means I can listen other people compassionate, but I'm very self-critical towards myself. So it's I personally allow other people to commit mistake, but for my own flaws, I'm so self-critical that it becomes realistic. How can I be stupid? How I don't know this? I don't know. So how to develop that self-compassion for oneself, and these negative talks, those negative things, whenever I commit mistake or something, how can change into something better? And my second question was Goddess Saraswati, she is creative source of energy in each one of us. So how can we enhance that creative energy in us?
How to what? What's the second question?
Enhance that creative energy in us.
How to get the creative energy?
Yes, that creative energy in us.
They're both related. Okay, so the first question about self-criticism, again, I work with a lot of really influential, successful business people, and a lot of them are women. And you won't believe they're like ninth generational, super, successful, and yet everyone has this self-critical person in them, which is more in women than in men. I don't know why that is. And it's not to say that men don't have it, but men deal with it in a different way. They become more confident. The more they have inner critical, they become more confident outside. Whereas women, when we're self-critical, we become smaller. And so the way to deal with it is, first part is that samadhi and awareness, because when your mind is still, you can watch. Yesterday, when we did the meditation of open awareness, we said, observe your thoughts, right? Like become the awareness of the thoughts. So when you can observe your thoughts, you can notice that you're criticizing yourself or you're doubting yourself. And when you notice that, only when you have awareness can you do something about it. So when you notice that there is critical, like, oh, I'm not good enough, you can question. Don't say, oh, I should not think that. No, there's no shoulding in this work. It's just that, again, embracing even that critical voice. You're saying I'm not good enough. Say, like, is that really true? So you can really question your own beliefs about yourself. And you can bring to mind 3 things that you've done well in your life, right? Like, are you doing PhD? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're doing PhD. Like, not every person can do a PhD. So just the fact that you are embarking on that journey, you can feel good about that. So the way to transform this negativity is appreciative joy. It's called gratitude. It's called appreciative joy. So you need to invite more appreciative joy. And the way to do that is every day, maybe in the morning, set intentions, like what you want to focus on today. What are your priorities? After your meditation, set your intentions. And then at the end of the day, write down or meditate on gratitude, 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that are good in you. Like, what did you accomplish? I finished my first chapter. I finished, this. So, and feel that sense of accomplishment in yourself, because the mind will only think, oh, I had to do that. I couldn't do it. So the mind will go in all the things that are wrong. It's called a negativity bias. So we all have a negativity bias. तो अगर हमारी 10 चीजें अच्छी जा रही हैं और एक चीज भी अगर गलत हो जाती है तो हमारा दिमाग उस एक चीज पे जाता है, राइट? उसको नेगेटिविटी बायस कहते हैं. So to transform that, we can actively practice focusing on the good things in life, the good things in yourself. So today I accomplished this, and feel good, own it, like really feel it in your body. And that's how your brain will rewire, is by really you feeling that sense of pride and joy and delight in even the small steps that you're taking forward, let's say in your program. Or something else, maybe you did something good to help someone. So you can feel good about your own karuna bhavna. That I appreciate the goodness in myself. I appreciate that I was able to get this done today, even though it was a crazy day. So really appreciating and noticing good things. So at night and throughout the day, you can do it, but especially at night, that's the day when you're winding down. You can really bring gratitude to all that is going well in your life and in yourself. So that's how you will do that, right? Yes, someone's reminding us about journaling, so we're going to do that in a moment. And once you make space, because creativity doesn't happen when there's doubt. When we are self-critical, you will notice we get constricted. Our body gets like tight and like we're not breathing deeply. And the more we're able to really relax into and accept who we are in this moment, just the way we are, because you are unique and you do have special gifts that no one else has, right? So the more we trust that and relax in our body and breathe deeply, the more we make space for Saraswati to flow. Saraswati means to flow. She's flowing, she's not rigid. So when we get rigid, the creativity gets blocked. But when we are flowing, so maybe you do dance, maybe move, do yoga, go out in nature, go into water, swimming. So all of these ways you get more, free and fluid, and that allows for creativity to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So bring more joy, appreciative joy. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think there was another question, but let's do a little journaling, because I know that's answered some of the questions that you may have. Okay, Aishwarya, one more question, and then we will do. Okay, let me just put this out there for a moment. The journaling we will do is to Saraswati. So think of a question that you have that you want to ask Saraswati for clarity. So we're going to bring the heart of wisdom and compassion into our journaling to get clarity. So we'll take one more question though. Aishwarya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
First of
evening.
all, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please accept my deepest gratitude. And secondly, I just want to bring it to your notice that yesterday, after attending a 5-minute session, I had an on and off connection due to monsoon. So, how do I get the energy and benefits of what I missed out yesterday?
Like the recording, you mean?
Whether it is recording, whether it is energy, or whether it is connection.
So I
Because
think
I am a
the
teacher
benefits
and
you
I
will
need
get.
service.
Okay, so the benefits you will get because of your intention, that just the fact that you are showing up and despite the monsoon and despite the disconnect, you're still there. So it's everything that happens in this world is through our intention. So if your sankalpa is and your intention is to receive the wisdom, then you are open and you're receiving and nothing will get in the way. Not monsoons, not electricity, not internet. You are already receiving it. And if you want, like, you can definitely encourage you because we did the long meditation yesterday, so we will share the recording and still invite that energy of the group, because there is something special that happens when when we're all doing it together and it's live. But you can still invite that same energy of Saraswati, that even though I was not able to attend fully yesterday, I'm here today to receive the transmission. So so just start with that intention and do that meditation again with the recording.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question, Ashra. Okay, so if everyone wants to get a pen and paper, किताब और कुछ पेन या पेंसिल, पेन को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में मालूम है? शाही मूथनी. मेरे डैडी ने मुझे सिखाया था ये. I think it's Shai Mutni, if I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong. So paper or Shai Mutni le aaye. Sounds funny. Kalam. Kalam is probably Urdu, actually. I think the Kalam is Urdu, although it sounds a little better. So we're going to stick with Shai Mutni. Okay. So does everyone have, हर एक के दिमाग में एक क्वेश्चन है जो वो सरस्वती से पूछना चाहते हैं for clarity, right? It could be a problem you're dealing with, and it should be a very specific, clear question. Like, Saraswati, can you please guide me with XYZ? Like, let's say, like if you're deciding whether you should say yes to a project or something. So like, Saraswati, can you guide me if this project is for my highest good and for the highest good of all beings? So always keep that karuna bhavna even in your question, that is this going to be what is for the highest good of all beings? So if you want to write down your question first, and keeping that karuna bhavna ki sabki bhalai ke liye kya sabse acha action rahega, please give me clarity for that. So there are some questions even in the chat box. जो आप questions मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं, you can ask that as a question to Saraswati. So right now you're just writing down the question. And if you're feeling inspired and you want to keep writing, definitely keep writing. Otherwise, we're just going to take a moment to reconnect with the energy of Saraswati. So if you like, you can do the mudra, or if you're already feeling the flow and the Saraswati is already flowing through you, you can keep writing. But what we're going to do is, in this journaling, जो एक स्पेशल वे है लिखने के लिए, वो ये है कि हम पूरी तरह से ट्रस्ट करते हैं सरस्वती के ऊपर कि वो हमारे साथ हैं और हमें क्लैरिटी देंगे. So we are journaling in a very special way where we are trusting. We're not, there's no room for doubt. You're just going to keep writing. Once I give you, once we do the practice and we start journaling, you'll just keep writing whatever is coming through you. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about anything. And this is just for you. No one's going to read it. So please be honest. Let it just happen. Let it flow through you. So this is called divine journaling. So let's take a moment to connect with Saraswati in whatever mudra. Either you can do the 4 fingers and your thumb, connecting with the chest. So you're just connecting with your breath in the chest region, just connecting with Saraswati in your own way. तो कुछ समय के लिए वो जो क्वेश्चन है उसको छोड़ दें और खाली अपना कनेक्शन सरस्वती के साथ स्थापित करें. So for now, you're just connecting with the divine Saraswati, with gratitude, with an open heart of compassion. So you're not thinking about the question, you're not thinking of solving anything, you're just connecting with your breath. And the flow of Saraswati's energy in your body through your breath. So you're relaxing your mind, relaxing your body. And just feeling the flow of energy of Saraswati in your breath, moving in and out. एक सांस, one breath, one body, एक शरीर, united with the wisdom of Saraswati. And when you feel that connection, you will very intentionally pick up your pen and ask, Dear Saraswati, please guide me with this question in a way that's for the highest benefit of all. So जब आपका ये कनेक्शन सरस्वती के साथ स्थापित हो जाए, पूरे ट्रस्ट के साथ अपनी साई मूर्ति उठाएंगे, ना कलम उठाएंगे, and very intentionally संकल्पा के साथ, ट्रस्ट के साथ आप सरस्वती से पूछेंगे कि हमें प्लीज गाइडेंस दें इस सिचुएशन के लिए कि वो सबकी बेहतरीन के लिए हो. And then you just start writing. Just ask the question, जो questions दिमाग में आते जाते हैं, and allow the answer to come through. And if nothing comes through, अगर शुरुआत में थोड़ी मुश्किल लगती है, तो आप बस अपने जो जो आप महसूस कर रहे हैं मेरे दिमाग में, जैसे आप सरस्वती से एक चिट्ठी लिख रहे हैं बड़े प्यार से, like with full love and compassion, she's holding you, she's embracing you, she's asking you, right? Okay, what are you feeling, my child? Like, what is going on for you? Tell me everything. And so you're just writing to her everything that you're feeling, my heart, my body, this is what I'm feeling right now. So just describe to her in full detail what you're experiencing in your body right now, your heart, your body. जो जो आप महसूस कर रहे हैं अभी इस चिट्ठी में सरस्वती को आप पूरा लिखेंगे और वो आपका पूरा सुन रहे हैं. सो आप जो जो महसूस कर रहे हैं कि मेरी शरीर में ऐसे हो रहा है, क्या क्या एकदम माइन्यूट डिटेल जो जो हो रही है आपके शरीर में, वो महसूस करके आप लिखेंगे और फिर आप गाइडेंस मांगेंगे. सो जस्ट स्टार्ट, ट्रस्ट एंड जस्ट स्टार्ट राइटिंग. So if you're feeling stuck, then just stay with your direct experience and just write down whatever you're feeling in this moment in your body, the sensations in your body, any emotions that are coming up, any thoughts. Just write down whatever is your immediate experience. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि समझ नहीं आ रहा कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या लिखना है, तो आप बस अपने जो आपका इस समय में एक्सपीरियंस है उसके बारे में लिखें. आपके शरीर में क्या हो रहा है, आपके क्या इमोशंस, फीलिंग्स हैं, आपके दिमाग में क्या विचार उठ रहे हैं. What are your beliefs, assumptions? Just write down everything that is alive for you in this moment. making space, coming closer to your suffering and making space for it all. And notice करें अगर आपका दिमाग थोड़ा सा contracted हो रहा है, you're trying to solve or you're trying to get that clarity. So again, वो अगर जैसे आपका दिमाग थोड़ा सा ऐसे झकड़ जाता है, so just soften it again and open it. The answers are not in our mind, in our thinking. They are in our hearts. So staying connected with your heart energy and your breath through which Saraswati flows. And now asking the question, when you're finished describing, what is possible here for me, Saraswati? What is one step I can take in the right direction that's for the highest good of all beings? तो अब एक एक क्वेश्चन आप पूछ सकते हैं सरस्वती से कि क्या एक ऐसा स्टेप है जो मैं ले सकूं जो सबकी भलाई के लिए हो. So what क्या क्या possible है इस समय? Opening your mind and allowing for the divine wisdom to flow. और इस समय में we'll be ending this practice, this journaling for now. मगर अगर आप चाहें तो इस सेशन के बाद आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं. But for now, let's come back to the bigger group. So anyone has any insights from this practice? कैसे लगा चिट्ठी लिख के सरस्वती को? Does anyone want to share? Yes, Renuka.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this beautiful session. You have provided us a strong connection with Saraswati Ma. So always when we are in doubt, not confident or upset, we have a place now where we can go and talk to Mother and relax. So and get the answer. This is a beautiful connection which I never experienced earlier. And I feel more confident and strong now. Thank you so much for providing this wonderful connection with Mother.
Thank you, Renuka.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for reconnecting and with Saraswati, and she thanks you too. I think Aishwarya, did you want to go next? Aishwarya, do you want to go next? There you go.
So I received a guidance that whatever you do, think, and speak, even you read a book or write the same, get it guided and channelized from Saraswati, and start by saying that Devi Saraswati, you are responsible for what I think, act, and speak. This is something that I received probably because of the profession. I'm in a teaching profession, so I have to deal with the students and give some sessions to parents. This is one of the reasons why I was given this kind of guidance.
Aishwarya, I didn't hear some of it, but I think I got the essence of it, that you're trusting that everything that you're saying and doing is with her guidance.
Yes, whatever you think, speak, and act, do it with guidance and channelization from Devi Saraswati.
Yes.
I also got to know that even if you write and even if you're reading the book, get it guided and channelized from Saraswati, because that's because I'll be able to decode it in a proper way, interpret
Yes.
the book in a proper way if I get it guided and channelized. And the words that I got it, just say Devi Saraswati, you are responsible for it. So that it encompasses everything.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. If anyone wants to write that down. Thank you, Saraswati. You're responsible for it. Beautifully said. And that's actually before every teaching that I go is like, of course, I do my own sadhana and practice, and I put a lot of attention into preparing for the workshops. But then when I'm teaching, I'm like, you're it, you're responsible for it. So I'm just a vehicle, right? We're all just vehicles, and we're just making room for Saraswati to flow through us. And so whatever for the highest good will, she's responsible for that. Yes, go ahead.
And I also got a task from her to seek how to be aware in each and everything, even while sleeping, even while speaking. And when I say everything, in the sense 24 hours, because I have to deal with tomorrow's generation in my profession. 60 students in a batch. Probably that is why I'm getting this.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. Thank you so much.
Have you as a teacher. Whoever you're teaching, they are also being touched by Saraswati through you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And I requested her to give me teaching skills and parenting skills to deal with students as well as parents. So that was the prayer. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, does anyone else have? Let's say we have Dr. Prerna. Good to see you.
Good evening, ma'am. When you said connect with Ma Saraswati, I got vibrations here. Like my head was palpitating. And then I just picked up my pen and I was writing flawlessly, like not even thinking what I'm writing. I just asked, I was confused for my career, like I should select academics over research or vice versa. So I got an answer. You should select academics, as you'll be influencing young minds in a better way, or with spirituality as well. So this answer I got. Abhi right. Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful, beautiful clarity. And I hope to stay connected with all of you, either through Instagram, Facebook. Those are technologies that can create addictions, but they can also create goodness. So by connecting with people, with like-minded people, like we're building this Devi circle here, and we will be sharing shortly how to continue with the practices in a regular way. We haven't yet quite figured out what that will look like, but if you all have any suggestions, what would help you in sustaining and building your practice and your connection with Saraswati, if you have ideas, definitely share them in the WhatsApp group, and we'll try to integrate that as we come forward with how we can continue with this Devi circle. So
And ma'am, can we have your email ID as well?
yes, we will be sharing that for sure, the email and and the other ways to stay connected for sure. Definitely.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. And Varsha, do you want to unmute? Yes.
So I asked for a message and guidance for myself about what I should do, and I got a visual, a picture of scripts, like different types of scripts. So I could, of course, did not know what those scripts were. So I'm it's languages, maybe different types of languages. So I asked again. I thought it was just something I'm seeing, but I got it again and again, the same things. So maybe it is like, am I supposed to write, or that's what I felt.
Yeah. So. So Varshaji, you can definitely hold that question and keep writing, because it seems like journaling and this writing is coming to you. So this could be one way you can start the writing process, and just holding that question with spaciousness, with trust and patience, that more and more clarity may come to you with respect to that, the scripts. But I definitely encourage you to keep writing.
Okay, thank you. I had a question. The Neela Saraswati is which form of Saraswati? When I looked up, Googled it, I got the picture of another Devi, which is also called as Matangi. So is it the same? Refer to Neil Summit.
So there's so many different explanations on Google, and for me, it was really that mantra that really felt to me, it really spoke to me, and I wanted to share with you all. And in the mantra, I think we'll share that the explanation they've given for the blue Saraswati, and because she's also meant to be for courage, and so it's like wisdom and courage together, which helps with focus. And so we will send you the write-up for that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but mostly I think what spoke to me was the mantra itself. It really helped me to stabilize and feel very centered. So I think especially if you are looking for inspiration, creativity, focus, I think that's a really beautiful mantra for that.
Okay, thank you.
Purnima, would you like to go next?
Yes, ma'am. Deep gratitude and thank you. I surrendered myself and my queries. I though was not literally writing or journaling the questions, but I was directly connected to Ma Saraswati Devi, and I was just asking for these clarity about my two personal problems. One is that court issue, and the other one is other one. And I received a message saying that there's nothing to worry. That was a karmic baggage, and I am a brave and responsible soul who has taken the responsibility to clear off the karmic, cleanse the karmic patterns. So there's nothing to worry. And I also asked, you guided me. I mean, you guided us to ask the action. What is the next step to take for the next this thing? So I asked, and she said like nothing has to be taken now. Everything, what your part has to be done, it is done. So just leave everything to me, and I'll take care. And just don't cry upon it and don't yell upon it. You just leave it to me and be joyful. She said like that was the message.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Purnima.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And Madhulika?
Yeah, hello मैम मैम मेरे को एक तो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ नील मंत्र में आई सॉ दैट देवी शी वाज लाइक round and round in the circles. I saw in white sari with Veena, and then I saw Kali with a tongue outside. So 2-3 times I saw throughout that mantra chanting meditation. The second in the journaling, only questions are coming in my mind, and I keep writing and writing and writing. Then questions were rebuilding again and again, but I was not getting the answers. So all the questions, whatever I had, even some were like like no meaning questions. Those also I was keep on writing, but I didn't got the answer. So how can I get the answer?
Yes. So, Madhulika, when you feel that your mind is going round and round with only questions, return back to your direct experience in the body. Because जो हमारा शरीर है, that is in which Saraswati flows. And so, if you keep staying in the head, मतलब सोच के ये है कि ये क्या है, तो आपको जब आंसर नहीं मिलेगा. You have to come back and connect with your body. तो चाहे सांस से या अपने शरीर में जो, जैसे अगर कोई टाइट आप नोटिस कर रहे हो तो आप वो लिखना शुरू करो कि मैं नोटिस कर रही हूँ सरस्वती जी कि मेरे यहाँ टाइट हो रहा है, मुझे ये महसूस हो रहा है, और क्या क्या आपको इस समय में क्या महसूस हो रहा है. यू हैव टू स्टे कनेक्टेड. वही हम जो कह रहे थे ना, कंपैशन, जो करुणा है, उसका मतलब है कि हम अपने अंदर अपने आप को देख रहे हैं, अपनी सफरिंग, अपने क्वेश्चंस को देख रहे हैं, उसको एकदम प्यार से वी आर एम्ब्रेसिंग इट, राइट? नॉट विद द जल्दी जल्दी के भी ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है, ऐसे ऐसे दिमाग होता है कि वी वांट टू सॉल्व इट. नहीं, उस तरह से नहीं. लाइक बड़े प्यार से यू कैन राइट डाउन, दिस इज व्हाट आई एम फीलिंग, दिस इज माई इमोशंस, ये इमोशंस उठ रहे हैं, ये फीलिंग्स उठ रही हैं, ये सोच उठ रहे हैं, ये विचार उठ रहे हैं. जो आपके इमीडिएट एक्सपीरियंस है उसको जर्नल करेंगे. एंड जब आप पूरा जर्नल करते जाते हो, फिर आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो कि कि इसका क्या हल है जो सबकी भलाई के लिए हो. जस्ट कीप दैट ऑलवेज, कि करुणा भावना से, कि सबकी भलाई के लिए हो. और जब आप ऐसे प्रैक्टिस करेंगे धीरे धीरे, तो आपके अंदर वो जगह बनती जाएगी टू रियली लिसन कि सरस्वती आपको क्या बोल रही हैं. तो धीरे धीरे होएगा, आप मगर प्रैक्टिस करते रहें.
Yeah, and ma'am, ये वाली मुद्रा में I feel like energy on my face is coming, and it's like relaxing it. But that is all I felt. Nothing else apart from
That's
that.
that's the
Yes.
first thing. The first step is कि जो आपके हमारे दिमाग पे इतना कुछ है, बस वो टेंशन थोड़ी सी कम हो जाए. जब टेंशन कम हो जाती है, देन हमारा दिल और खुल जाता है, एंड फिर हम अपने सुनने की कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ा रहे हैं. जो अंदर हमारे अंदर विजडम है, जो सरस्वती हैं, अवलोकितेश्वरा हैं, वो हमारे अंदर हैं. तो धीरे धीरे कैसे उनको, जितना हम दिमाग और सोच कम करेंगे, उतना ही हम उनको सुन सकते हैं. और ऐसी कोई जल्दी की बात नहीं है, बहुत टाइम है प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए. बट हर रोज रेगुलरली अपना प्रैक्टिस जरूर, कंटिन्यू विद द प्रैक्टिस.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So it's 1:40, so I'm just going to ring the bell, so for all of us to end the practice, so in case anyone needs to leave, they can leave. So again, bringing your heart, mind, and soul together, and bowing our ego, our mind, our head, bowing to the greatest wisdom of Saraswati. And may our being here together in the Devi mind circle be for our benefit and for the benefit of all beings. May all our karmic suffering be dissolved by the great Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. May the great Saraswati always live within us, alive, breathing. May we always stay connected with her wisdom in our breath, in our bodies, in our minds, in our souls. And thank you to each and every one of you who made time to be and to create this Devi circle around the world.